I love peppermint mocha. I love pumpkin spice lattes. Let's do this. Guys, my name is Michael. Today we are discussing about what I'm going to be doing in 2022 when my credit is better. We are rebuilding my credit. We're finally at a level in the 600s, low 600s, but that is much closer to 650. We're up from 650. I'm going to have a lot more credit offers. I'm going to finally be able to rent apartments without much discretion. I mean, maybe a little bit, but you know, it is what it is. So one huge thing is cryptocurrency debit cards and cryptocurrency credit cards. Now, how does the credit cards work? Well, you can't use crypto for credit, but you can get paid in crypto for crypto rewards. 1%, 2% cash back. That makes a bit of a difference. If you put everything on a card besides your rent, I mean, you technically could do that if you do it the right way, but let's just say, you know, you have expenses and bills and whatever that needs to be paid, $2,000 a month. You get 2% back. Now, that's not a lot, but $1,000, that's $20. $2,000, $40. Maybe you spend $3,000 one month. $60 in Bitcoin times 12. Okay, you got a couple $100. Maybe Bitcoin also doubles in price. Bam, you're looking at decent money now. Maybe for the average Joe, it doesn't make that much sense. But if you're a business, if you've got a lot of expenses, you need to spend that money regardless. And now you have the ability to make even more money because 2% cash back could really turn into 10% cash back over a long-term period. How does that work? Well, as long as Bitcoin continues to go up, which it will. Now, it's not guaranteed to go up next month, next year. It's like car sales. One of my managers taught me this. The person who walks through that door is ready to buy. Every single person. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not from you, maybe not from this brand, but they're ready to purchase a car. Any car. What kind of a car? Who knows? Maybe it is your lucky day. Maybe it's from you, maybe it's from another salesman, but it doesn't matter. They're ready to purchase. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. Same with cryptocurrency. So Bitcoin may hit $100,000, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it goes back down to $20,000, but there will be a point in time when Bitcoin hits $1 million. That may be 5 years from now, that may be 10 years from now. I don't believe in a Bitcoin super cycle. But if you hold on to all of your rewards and you spend thousands of dollars every month, and then eventually you gather up thousands of dollars in bonus points every year, well, you do the math, times 5, times 10, you're looking at tens of thousands of dollars that have the potential with double, triple, quadruple, 10x growth over time by the end of this decade. You know, it doesn't have to just be one card that rewards you. It could be 2 or it could be 3 cards, and that's what I'm going for. I'm going to be applying for BlockFi. I'm going to be applying for a BitPay. I mean, that's when you have your cryptocurrency, so you don't really apply for that. But Upstart, so they have a cryptocurrency rewards card, and they're also a normal line. And I plan to put at least $2,000 to $3,000 of expenses. Almost every single expense I have will be going through that. Whatever I can pay with a credit card, it will be paid. I don't think certain bills can be paid, like if I'm paying off loans, like a car loan that can't be paid, but technically it can. I mean, if you do it the right way, but I don't think I'm going to do it that way. So if you know what I'm talking about, I mean, there's ways to use, you know, with advances and whatever, but I don't think that would work for the rewards points. So there's ways to get around it, but it gets a little sketchy. It's sort of like money laundering, but it's not illegal. I mean, it's just, there's people that farm points all the time and they know what I'm talking about. So it's not illegal. It's just a little, you know, but as long as you don't get banned from the card you're using, there's a way to make $100,000, you know, just living your normal life, having a minimum, maybe not minimum, a middle class wage. Yeah, definitely minimum wage. No, middle class. You are able to, by the end of this decade, have over $100,000 by Bitcoin hitting whatever the target will be. It's got to be at least like 500K. Maybe it's $1 million. You will have $100,000 if you get a card next year, today, next week, whatever, and you have a normal, let's say the average person earns $4,000 to $5,000 per month. That seems pretty average for a high cost of living area, which I'm in. So that's an average income. That's what I should have, you know, for like the first week I earned a crazy amount of money, which That's not normal, but the next 2-3 weeks kind of sucked, so it's kind of like evening it out. But I should be making $4,000 to $5,000 a month. And from that, I think I should have at least $2,000 to $3,000 worth of expenses that aren't bills that I can't pay, with credit cards or maybe even rent. But the rest, gas and food, groceries, normal bills like AT&T, Xfinity, whatever other bills there might be that I can pay with a credit card, then boom, all of those $2,000 to $3,000 worth of expenses. We're talking about not a lot of money, $20, $30, $40, $50, $60 per month worth of Bitcoin, depending on the rates. Some cards offer up to 3% back. So cool. I'm going to find a card that offers up to 3%, but first I'm going to find a card that I could get approved for. And there's a couple to choose from right now. There's BlockFi, there's SoFi. I'm sorry, did I say Upstart earlier? I don't know what I said. If I said Upstart, I meant Upgrade. Upgrade, there we go. Coinbase is coming out with their card. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want any of that. Fidelity, technically, whatever. I don't care about that. So BlockFi and the Upgrade cards are the ones that I'm interested in. Maybe we'll take a look at SoFi as well. And there's a couple others as well. There's Gemini, there's, I think it's called Brex, the Unify Money, whatever it is. There's a couple, and the Venmo card, did I say that? Anyways, there's a couple that I don't really care at the moment. Maybe they'll be great options, but BlockFi is the number one option right now for me. And you need to be high 600s for the BlockFi card, which that's fine. And then most of the other ones are like 700. That's fine, whatever. It is what it is. We're going to get there. By the end of next year, we're definitely going to hit a 700 credit score. I'm determined to do that. We started off this year very low 500s. Technically, some reports said I started at 480, 490, something like that. Anyways, whatever. Most of them said 500, 511. Now, technically, I know there's a difference between Vantage scores and FICO scores. And depending on where you look, there's different FICO scores. And I looked, and it ranges from 557, which is the lowest FICO score I've seen so far. This is the same day. I went through multiple sources, and these are FICO scores. My Vantage scores were 608 and 611. And I know that would mean that my real FICO score is much lower. Now, how much lower, we don't know. Maybe 557, but the highest FICO score, like the actual FICO report that I got, it depends because there's 3 credit bureaus, but it also depends on the banks and loans and whatever. They send you a report, and it's the actual FICO score. But it ranges. I've gotten from 557. There was one that said the highest was 603. So I'll just say there was one that was in the 580s. I'll just say we're in the 580s right now. The real FICO score, which we're technically not in the 600s. We are because my Vantage score, woo, but whatever. When my Vantage score is in the 700s, that means I'll probably be good. I'll be good for the BlockFi card. And then we're good to go. So just wanted to film an update because I'm super excited because my Discover card is going to be unsecured pretty soon. In a couple months. That means I'm getting my $200 deposit back. That means in the future I'll also be able to cancel my Open Sky card, which that means another $200 back. That also means I might have a credit limit they give anywhere from, it could be a couple $100. It's definitely going to be more than the 200. Maybe it's 1,000. Maybe it's 1,500. The highest I've seen people get after they went unsecured is 2,500. I don't think I'm going to get that because my credit score is not that great, but some people do, whatever. I'm thinking maybe I could get a 1,500 limit. That's good because any crypto opportunities that I get, I'm going to put them on the credit card. And any flipping opportunities that I get, I'm going to put them on the credit card. Now, I laughed a little bit because you have to be extremely careful. By crypto opportunities, it doesn't mean I'm going to be investing in meme coins. By crypto opportunities, it means if I see a chance to flip something, if there's arbitrage opportunities where, for example, I can make $50 in an hour because I spend $1,000 and I flip it very quickly, I'll go for that. Because that's something that you could repeat within a couple of days as long as it's still there. Or maybe NFTs or something like that. If there's a guaranteed way I can make money. Or with, for example, like earlier this year, NFT giveaways. Stuff that was guaranteed to go up, but it was super hard. It was a lottery. I'd use a credit card for that. I'm not going to have like $1,000 just waiting there, wasting away because maybe you win, maybe you don't. With a credit card, there's always the chance that your credit card could deny it. People were denied for Beeples. Beeples that are now worth $50,000 to $100,000 because Chase was like, oh, it's fraud. And then that's it, you know. It goes to the next person. You lost. But there's always that risk. As long as you inform your bank and hopefully they're going to be okay with it. Yeah, it's better to do that because you're not going to have just money literally wasting away because maybe there's a chance you win, maybe there's a chance you don't win. I won some NFTs. I didn't make much money. I kind of lost money in NFTs because I chose the wrong NFTs. But now I know what to avoid. Losing money has definitely taught me lessons. So I'm excited because next year I know that, first of all, we are going to have some cars that we're going to be able to make videos on. And this is great for content because I want as much crypto content as possible. And having this will inspire other people. So, you know, it's not that much, but it's always something, right? Again, this isn't for crazy expenses. Oh, I'm going to go to the Louis Vuitton store. Oh, credit limit. No, it means, okay, I have let's say right now, I got $300 worth of bills, $321 worth of bills from Xfinity and AT&T that I have to pay today. And I'm going to pay it, but it would be better to pay it and get 2% back, which I'm not going to get anything back, and also get that back in cryptocurrency where that 2% could double or triple. You never know over time as long as you hodl. So, you know, hey, it's not a lot, but 2% of $321, we're talking about $6-7, you know, $6.50, $7, and it's not a lot, but that's just for today. That's $6 that I won't get, so it's always something. Anyways, that's it. Thanks so much for watching today's video. I'm excited. I'm pumped because I'm finally getting like pre-approvals that are like, okay, you know, all right, we might need some verified information. We might need references in this, but they're not flat out rejecting me. Where a couple months ago, they were flat out rejecting me. Same with Discover, like even the secured card, when I had super low 500s, they didn't accept me. Until they did, because I raised my credit score a little bit. So we're going to continue working on my credit. It's super important. You know, some months, like a lot of these past months, my credit score was just kind of like chilling. Maybe it goes up a point, maybe it doesn't. And I've been doing everything just right. I've been going low utilization. I've opened accounts, so it's diversified. Now the one thing is just to wait. It's to wait. And my collection is dragging me down, but I'm gonna wait for that to drop off. But that's another story. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. See you guys tomorrow, as always. Bye-bye. Stay safe in cryptocurrency. I'm excited for BlockFi in the future. Bye.